Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome to another weekly episode, another weekly offering of the Interconnected-ness, a weekly oracle series, you all. First things first, it's my birthday, y'all. It's my birthday week. My birthday is officially December 27th. All right, you all. So first things first, first things first, happy birthday, TheeMemoryAstrologer. Second thing second, this weekly message is for December 26th through January 1st, 2023. Congratulations, you all. I am very proud of you all. We have officially made it through another year, another growth process. This is what, like, our second year growing. So we're growing our values. We're growing our awareness to our personal values. That means our self-esteem, the way that we understand ourselves, the way that we previously understood ourselves. So we are going back to the early formative years to reform, to re-edit, to redivide, to re-curate and curate the basics, because we not 8, we not 9, we not 10, we not 0 anymore. We are these big beautiful ages, and we have all these resources. So what we gonna do with them? We're gonna use them to our benefit, right? All right, you all, please remember to thumbs up this video. Yes, please, thumbs up. Send and share, subscribe. Send, share, and subscribe. So we're gonna send, share, and subscribe. Turn on the ringer so that you can hear you all. Send and share these videos out. People who make you feel good, people who allow you to continue growing and blossoming into the person that you are destined to be. All right, you all, please remember to come on over to the Playful platform of Patreon. I know it's to the TheeMemoryAstrologer side. A link to Patreon is in the description box below. The link to the Linktree link is in the description box below as well. If you would like to send a love offering, the Amazon wish list is in the Linktree link in the description box below. But also the Cash App link is in the Linktree link in the description box below. If you would like to read any of the freebie full moon, freebie new moon notes, it's in the description box below. The Patreon link is there. All right, you all, remember to do your 3 deep breaths in from your nose. Hold it for 1 second. And slowly exhale out your mouth. To be open, to be aware, and to be ready for this weekly message. All right, you all. So I've like high-key, low-key been like looking for these cards. And I was like, I know they're here. And I got them. And I love them. And yeah, I absolutely love these cards. I think they're so beautiful. This is not even. So we might have a lot. We might have a lot that we want to do, a lot that we want to accomplish. You know, when we like this, I am so glad that we have all this passion, all this many awarenesses, all this many growths of oneself. But I need us to be aware of, one, our own alarms that's going off inside of us internally. So if we have the energy, we can use it and we can do it. We do not have the energy. Let's listen to that alarm. Let's listen to that. Hey, you know, do we really have that? Listen to that check-in. Let's start curating those check-ins so we can be aware of those alarms. We can be open to those alarms, and we can use those alarms as resources and tools. So we know, like, hey, we ain't got the energy right now. Maybe we need to re-nourish ourselves, or maybe we need to rethink about our energy level and what we need to accomplish with what we got right now. So I like this. It's like, use your awarenesses to your body to your benefit, but also be mindful about your mind and the things that you want to attain. So here, I feel like we need to really incorporate hand massages. And I love even wanting a hand massage soap. You feel me? So let's really incorporate that. When I say hand massage, we can do nails, we can do them. But I meant like getting it here, maybe stress balls, maybe kinetic sand. It's just really getting close to the senses and the awareness of our hands, the awareness of like the multifaceted of our brain, of our body, but it's also like training the different portions of ourselves. So right now we need to be very mindful of our toes, our fingers, our nails, the movement, the joints, the flexibility. If it's tight, we need to be thinking about arm and hand exercises and nerves. So let's really think about that. Let's think about it, because when we can do this right here, we're also moving it within our brain, so we know we're doing brain exercises. So let's think about ways of exercising our mind and our brain this year, all right, you all? But that yearly reading will be up soon, all right, you all? And it will be incorporating, I don't know, maybe horoscopes or something. But just be aware of that, all right, you all? We got some cards that fill out, and let's keep going, all right? So the back of the deck, it says energize. And I like this because blue. I almost said, oh my goodness, blue, I'm in a hue. So we might be being aware of our emotions, and I like this because it allows us to be receptive. So here, blues allows us to step back. Blues allows us to gain consciousness. Blues also allow us to be in like two states, like the states of shadowness, to the state of like, what is it called when it's not transit, but it's like in multiple shades. So we're learning the background of situations, and I like when we are learning the background, the backdrops, because majority of times we are in the spotlight, we are living life, and we are experimenting and experiencing and growing and understanding and identifying, okay? And when we have this moment of step back, it allows us to really see the systems, really see the need for systems. And whenever I say systems, I'm thinking of the good habits that we have, or the ability to know that I need to get to work at this time. So-and-so needs to drop me off at this time to let this happen at this time. So the need of systems, hierarchies of situations, the levels of importance and why they are important. Why it is important to label situations and to give things titles, to give things importance, to give things numeral importance. So you know, one, how to use your energy, two, how to finesse and how to step, but three, how to plan, plot, strategize for upcoming situations, upcoming energies, upcoming goals, upcoming needs, upcoming growths, upcoming like incorporation, to incorporate previous understandings to bring satisfaction. But energized, overall looks like that we need to rest. We need to think of ways of nourishing ourselves. And what does nourishing look like? Like, other than drinking water? I mean, stretching. I mean, checking in with ourselves. I mean, if we know we have a lot to accomplish, then maybe what can we do to rest up, to pre-prep? So energize allows us to think about things of pre-prepping. We might be thinking about pre-prepping foods. We might be thinking about pre-prepping for this year. We might be thinking about our long-term or our short-term goals. Energize is really giving short-term goals, yeah. So here, with this moment of reflection to grow, moment of reflection to continue moving, because we see that the person is climbing, but it's taking a moment of stop, a moment of pause. So we know that in this moment of pause, we are not just pausing, but we're gaining our momentum, gaining our stride, gaining our stamina. Don't bears go through a hibernation? Hibernation is a period of energizing because they have to gain up and store up all this food so their body can, use it for nutrients, so they can grow and be healthy and live on the same schedule that they're supposed to be living on. When we're not on the schedule that we're supposed to be living on, or that we're off our schedule that we usually live on, that means we have to get the work in to be back on that schedule. So right now, our moment of energizing is our moment of reflecting, our moment of re-nourishing. So how can you re-nourish yourself right now to get ready, to prepare for the upcoming blessings, the upcoming goals, the upcoming accomplishments that you want to accomplish this year, that you want to accomplish right now this week? right now this week. And we can whole time use this as a benefit, because if we know that energizing is a process, is a portion of the moment and the process of growth, we now know that we need to take this as a continuous, habitual, daily, weekly, monthly resource, tool. The ability to stop, the ability of re-nourishing and refilling one's own cup. But why is that important? That is the question that you must ask yourself. Why is nourishing myself continuously, filling myself continuously up important? If we have all these things we want to accomplish and we're constantly taking the things out of the cup, is the cup getting full? Who's filling the cup? Who's filling the cup? And how can you validate? How can you honor? How can you believe? How can you initiate the task, the things that you will need for the journey? What will you need for the journey? How long is the journey? Let's start thinking about that. We have a fixed star that we want to follow. And we have to understand that with ideals and with our fixed stars and with our standards, that there are obstacles, and we must prepare for the obstacles. We must be aware of what we have so we can be aware of where we're going, what we need to get there, who can assist us along the way. Cards that was reversed, and they have both as well. Is one is upright, ground. The second one, reverse. I think this is inquire. Yeah, it's inquire. I like this. Oh my goodness. 1154. I really like this. 11, I always think about the message bringer. And 54 is the 9. So the universal message bringer we need to be aware of. But also it's the awareness of our body, the awareness of our choices. Our choices and how the choices that we are thinking about, we make when we are thinking about security, when we're thinking about setting foundations. When we're about to go out there and pay for that big old whatever we're buying for, is it really going to give us satisfaction in the long run? One, is it going to give us growth and development into the person that we're growing into? Two, does it allow us to grow emotional satisfaction? 3, you feel me? Does it calm us down internally? I feel like what we need to do this week and what we need to do this year is think of moments, continuous moments, habitual moments. Put that in our habits. About ways to really ground ourselves and not fake ground ourselves, like turn the TV on and just like not really think about, not really reflect, not really digest what we are going through, what we are living through, how things are impacting us. We need to take as a serious step of understanding ourselves, researching, deepening our awareness of ourselves so that we can be aware of where we're going, so that we can be aware of our long-term path, so that we can be aware of where we are currently. Sometimes we might feel like we're at a moment of stagnancy because energizing for me, they are sitting here. But we're not really aware of what the moment is, what we're supposed to be doing in that moment. And if we're unaware about what we're supposed to be doing in that moment, I think something that we should think about is incorporating readings like this. Incorporate, if not readings like this, monthly readings, you feel me? Astrology readings, I don't know, reflections with yourself, shadow check-ins with yourself, deeper understanding about how your childhood has impacted you right now as an adult. Deeper aware to like how what you consume impacts you. Deeper aware and relate to your emotions and how you have grown. What you like, what you don't like. This is a moment of reflection to grow awareness to yourself, to grow awareness to your voice, to grow awareness to your needs, to grow awareness to the person that you are, person that you were, the hurts, the depths of your internal selves. And every time we go deeper, it allows us to have this moment of realization, to have this moment of clarity that can assist us to where we're going in the darkness, to where we're going in the unseen, to where we have not gone yet. But we must go internal to realize, to use the clarity, to use the light, to use the insight, to use that awareness to our benefit, to allow us to continue to progress to unknown for areas, to allow us to progress into the paths that we are destined to tread, to complete our mission for our soul's growth. Everyone has an individual path that we must enter, we must find, we must unearth, we must deepen, we must curate, we must protect, we must continue to be and to grow like maturity. We're supposed to grow mature with this. And it's okay to feel like we're floating, to feel like we're unsure, to feel anxious, to feel like we're at an unknown area in our life. But this is a moment to gain your footing. This is the moment to gain your footing. How can we gain our footing right now? This is reminding me of Pajama Sam. Pajama Sam was like, it's a lot of things in the dark I'm afraid of. And he got that flashlight and he unearthed those secrets. He discovered himself. He found that internal strength. And then he uses it to his benefit. And he's like, things go bump in the night, but that's okay. Because I can go check and make sure what it is. You feel me? Because I have that strength, because I'm courageous, because I'm sure of myself. I like this because through this experience, it allows you to be more open, allows you to be more trustworthy, allows you to be more trusting in yourself, allows you to be more strong internally, allows you to make more better decisions regarding your path, the things that you find as personal value, the things that you find as of importance. It allows us to set better goals, set better foundations for ourselves, but also for the future generation. It allows us to use our previous knowledge that our ancestors, that our parents, that our caretakers, that our environments when we were children. We can use that understanding, use those experiences that we went through and understand them to a different level, understand them to the age that we are right now, to allow us to see them from a different perspective. That's deep. I kind of want to do a playing chord. Release. I like this. It's a carrying of a big burden. I like that ancestral. I like this because it talks about the breaking of ancestral, generational, family lineage trauma. Shame. Hurts. I like that because deep within, we start to see the inheritances, the similarities. We also start to see that we can use what our previous ancestors have given us as like stepping stones to launch like the ideal. It's like using bits and pieces of other people's fulfillment to where you really want to go. And I like that because it allows us to always know that our purpose, our goals can be reformed. Because our attitudes about ourselves have redeformed. Our awarenesses of ourselves have redeformed. Our curiosities have peaked, and we've now had this strategic awareness to use to our benefit. To use to our benefit. All right, y'all, let's do it that way. Okie dokie. So something knocked over, and it's cool. All right, y'all. Let's get a playing card to go. It's 19. 13 up there was that like 1, 4, yeah, like that. Using your foundational wisdoms to grow the person to her destiny to be. Also nourishing the identity. I like that. I like that a lot. I like when we nourish our identity. Okay, King of Spades, very logical this week. Very logical. It allows. I kind of like the King. Okay, calm down. King of Spades Card that fell out back of the deck is 10 of clubs upright. I really like this. The burdenness, I see it. I see it. I think that we have the conversations. I think if we set the motion, set a goal list, what we need to do, what we need to accomplish, the energy levels we have, we can really do what we got to do. We can talk about people, we can talk about how it is a lot, but also understand that this is your awareness and growth to maturity. Understand that with maturity, it gets easier. Understand that this also allows you to realize your purpose, realize your sense of self. It allows you to understand the internal strength that you have, but it also allows you to see how mature you really are. I like this, but overall, King of Spades, mature, understanding, analytical, might be a little fixed in our values, fixed in our understanding, might be a little cold. I like this because it really just lets us know we need to really tap into our emotions. Yes, I like this a lot. I like this a lot. I like this a lot because we have the internal wisdom. We have the internal knowledge. It is up to us to use it to our benefit. It is up to us to find it, to use it, to walk into it. I like this. This is really good. Be very mindful of what you say, how you say it, what you say, how you say it. All right, you all, especially with yourself. Think about the thoughts that come through your head. Think about what you say and how you say it. When you're talking to yourself, when you talk to other people, when you talk to children, think about what you say and how you say it. I love you all. See you all.